Hello, in this video I'll be showing you how to answer the NSAA 2017 Section 1, Question 48. Line P shows how the volume of hydrogen gas formed changes when 1.25 grams of magnesium reacts with 40 centimeter cube of 1 mole per decimeter cubed of sulfuric acid. And we have in experiment Q, we double the concentration of the sulfuric acid, and in experiment R, we halve the concentration of sulfuric acid. So which lines show how the volume of hydrogen changes in each experiment? So for this question, we need to work out the moles of hydrogen gas produced in each experiment and see how they compare to each other. So let's start off with experiment Q. So to find the volume or the moles of hydrogen gas produced in experiment P, we need to see which of the magnesium or the sulfuric acid is the limiting reagent. So we have our moles of magnesium is our mass 1.2 divided by the atomic mass 24, and that gives us 0.05 mole. And our moles of sulfuric acid will be the volume times the concentration. Remember to change the centimeter cubed to decimeter cubed. And this will give us 0.04 moles of sulfuric acid. So we can see that we have the magnesium in excess. So our sulfuric acid is the limiting reagent. And from our equation, we can see we have a 1-to-1 ratio of sulfuric acid to hydrogen gas. So our moles of hydrogen is 0.04. And we know that the volume of hydrogen gas is directly proportional to the moles of hydrogen. So in experiment Q, we have the same mass of magnesium, so our moles of magnesium is the same. But we've doubled the concentration of sulfuric acid, so the number of moles of sulfuric acid also doubled. Now it's the magnesium that's the limiting reagent. And we can see we have a 1-to-1 ratio of magnesium to hydrogen. So we also have a mole of hydrogen of 0.05. So when we compare the moles of 0.04 in P and 0.05 in Q, we can see that there's a 25% increase in moles, so that means there's a 25% increase in the volume of hydrogen gas. So looking at our graph here, we can see that's line 2, that is our answer, as line 1 shows that there's the same volume of hydrogen gas, and line 3 shows that we've doubled the volume of hydrogen. Now looking at experiment R, we have the same mass of magnesium, therefore the moles of magnesium is the same. But now we've halved the concentration of sulfuric acid. That means we've halved the moles of sulfuric acid, so we have 0.02 mole. So again, our sulfuric acid is the limiting reagent. So we have, for moles of hydrogen, also be 0.02. So when we compare P and Q, we can see that we've halved the moles of hydrogen. That means we've halved the volume of hydrogen produced in experiment R. So we can see from the graph that the correct line is 5. So we have that lines 2 and 5 are correct. So our answer here is D.